Is Bitcoin getting to a new all-time high today? You wanna know the last information about the crypto world? Smash the like button. It's time for Crypto News, Crypto to the Max. With Rodrigo Arnedo celebrating an all-time high already in Turkey. When are we gonna have that in United States, in Europe, in the rest of the world? Well, maybe soon enough. We are waking up with the market going crazy. That's why I have my time frame for the chart of Bitcoin in the 5 minutes, because I was starting the recording and you can see that Bitcoin just went crazy up to 105, close to 106. That means that we are just around 3.4% to the previous high in 109,400. That's just like 3,000 and a half for Bitcoin. And that's just nothing. That's peanuts. Bitcoin can do that in 5 minutes. We are crazy up. In the last 30 days, we went all the way up like $25,000 to $26,000, which is 33%. So congratulations if you bought. And now we're just wondering if today is the day that we can make an all-time high or we have to wait. The pre-markets in United States are very positive today. So yeah, maybe we can have that. In Asia, we went up, Japan went up too. And you can see Europe going down, and not just euro, but also gold. Gold is going down at the same time that Bitcoin is going up. So what's going on there is a change in the narratives. Is finally Bitcoin the gold 2.0? And why is everything pumping? Well, of course, because of Donald Trump and that rumor that we're going to have even zero taxes for China. We have a US-China trade deal, and the details are going to be dropped today. So if the deal terms are bullish, markets will explode. Donald Trump is doing things. He is part of the India and Pakistan ceasefire. He is part of Zelensky and Putin meeting this Thursday. And of course, he has created all this about tariffs and these deals with China. He is delivering not just on that, but also on the medical aspect. President Trump posted his most important and impactful truth statement of all time, according to himself. In summary, President Trump will be signing an executive order today, to reduce drugs. It's going to go down from some point at 30% or 80%. And everybody's so bullish on these pieces of information, this news. So people believe that Bitcoin might 2x because of all this. Ethereum will 10x and alts will 100x. Are you FOMOing right now? Maybe so. People making fun with this next post that Donald Trump was going to post, like Bitcoin therapist. He said 1 million Bitcoin by the end of the year. That's the post that Donald Trump should have posted. He didn't. We'll see about that in the future. And this week, we have to pay attention to all that, but also to CPI, also to the OPEC, the monthly report, and Jerome Powell is speaking on Thursday too. Very interesting things that may make the markets volatile. Very important that Russian President Putin and Ukraine President Zelensky going to meet in Turkey Thursday to discuss the ceasefire. That's also one huge one for the markets. Michael Saylor is buying. He's buying again today. Metaplanet is buying too. Is buying big time. And we have more companies coming into the sphere, like David Bailey, who's going to launch a $300 million publicly traded Bitcoin investment company called Nakamoto. Also huge, BlackRock's met in the SEC, the crypto task force, and they want Ethereum staking ETFs, they want tokenization, they want ETFs approvals. So BlackRock probably going to put some pressure on the new team of the SEC. We are so happy with that. That could be huge. The task force is going to have a roundtable. They're going to discuss tokenization, not just with BlackRock, but also with Fidelity, people from Nasdaq, and more. Paul Atkins will deliver a keynote speech on asset tokenization that is really, really huge for the market. Also, that Taiwan, a congressman there, is urging the adoption for a strategic Bitcoin reserve. So more and more pressure also for Asia. And in United States, remember that we have 141 total Bitcoin bills, 47 strategic Bitcoin reserve bills, and 36 live reserves across 18 states. So huge. Maybe we can have this week, next week, 4 states with a Bitcoin strategic reserve. Amazing. And also that Mark Zuckerberg is planning to integrate stablecoins for 3 billion users, aiming to rebound from Libra's flop. At the Stripes conference, Zuckerberg said, "There's plenty of things that we led to and have to claw our way back into the game," which I think is pretty good at. So they feel they're late into Bitcoin and they are just coming back from that. You can do the same. Today is a very nice day for buying crypto. Also, UFC champion Conor McGregor is telling you he's calling on Ireland to create a Bitcoin strategic reserve. An Irish Bitcoin strategic reserve will give power to the people's money. That's what he stated. And this is the zoom out. This is the yearly candles for Bitcoin. And just remember, as we are FOMOing big time, that number one usually is the last candle where we go up, that we have to enjoy after then one bad year. We'll see about that. Everybody's now thinking about the cycle and also about the phases in which the money flows into the market. First Bitcoin, then Ethereum, then large caps, and then alt season with all these crazy cap altcoins. Do you think this time is going to be the same? In the past, we were saying that it's not the case anymore because we have institutions there, so money is not flowing first through Bitcoin. You can go directly to some of the other ones without Bitcoin whatsoever, and so many other reasons. But as we are following right now with the all-time high and seeing Ethereum and others going up, well, you see also that people start believing again that this might be the case and you can make 100K just in like 2 minutes if you choose the correct altcoin, the meme coin, the frog, the dog, or whatever. Consider also that Bitcoin keeps on pumping, but retail is not there yet. Here you have the Google searches, and you can see that Bitcoin is not something that interests many people out there. Good for us and good for the bubbles. We have dogs going up 39%, also frogs 14%, and some P token also going 68.2. If we go to the 7-day, you can see that meme coins are there, also Arbitrum, for example, and tokens related with Ethereum. Bitcoin might go up, but remember that we have some data, watch previous videos, in which we study the case where we still need to go down for some more time. So go there and see also the information about that, of course, related with gaps. We have one just in 103, so we might visit that even today. Who knows? You can see some volatility in the CME futures chart. And also remember that we still have this 91,000 gap that I don't like whatsoever. You have the information in previous videos. Watch it right now if you haven't. And now we talk a very good indicator, the MACD. You can see we had this cross in the weekly. And with that cross, we are again bullish, because the last time we have that was here and we went up. The last time we also we were close to having that, we went up here and also at some points here and there. So yeah, again, talking about previous theories, remember this idea of how Bitcoin is going 100% rise every 215 days. And we have one more indicator validating our thesis. Remember, I'm not expert. This is not financial advice. Who knows what's going to happen? Ethereum also huge gap now. We have to revisit at some point 2,350. So careful out there. And also we still have some gap at 1,700. Take that into consideration when where you have your investments, but consider also this information. Coinbase bought 21,634 Ethereum last quarter for its treasury. So some people believe this is a way for Brian Armstrong and Coinbase to make a 55 million statement of faith in Ethereum as a store of value. And these people are always early. We will see. And also we have these very interesting points for Ethereum. Ethereum is the most hated asset in crypto, but this is what the haters are not telling you about. Two of the largest and most trusted crypto exchanges in the world, Coinbase and Kraken, are opening their own Ethereum L2s. The world's largest asset manager, BlackRock, is running its own stablecoin almost exclusively on Ethereum. One of the biggest payment processors in the world, Visa, is developing a tokenization platform on Ethereum. Two of the largest electronics companies in the world, Sony and Samsung, have formed a strategic partnership to operate their own L2s. Germany's largest bank, DOGE Bank, is developing its own Ethereum L2. One of the world's largest e-commerce companies, Alibaba, is building its own Ethereum L2 and tokenization platform, and Ethereum transactional capacity is scaling exponentially. So these are huge arguments for you to understand how big Ethereum can go. Also, it's flipping deflationary. Again, as Spectra drive the massive spike in network activity. Good burns there on Ethereum. But again, if you go to previous videos, you can watch how I believe that we can keep going down. And today I have this new chart. I believe that we might be doing some movement like we did here. It's very similar, as you can see, in this drop. And yeah, if that's the case, we have to go all the way to 1,500. We fill the gaps and we keep on going higher. It's going to be huge from August, September, in my opinion. We might top by January. We'll see about this. Tell me in the comments below what you think it's gonna happen. People telling us that whales are buying Ethereum like never before in history. So raise your targets for Ethereum. Peter Brand even telling us that Ethereum might go through technical analysis to $6,000. We have so many altcoins out there, we wonder which ones are going to perform better. Hyperliquid, for example, I believe there's a case for Hyperliquid in $43 easily. Now we have USDT, so a lot of liquidity coming into Hyperliquid. Talking about the stable coins, Trump's family USD1, their stable coins, taking over BNB chain, reaching over $2 billion in market cap and becoming the second largest stable coin after USDT, according to CryptoRank. What about Chainlink? What about all this tokenization information I told you? Is maybe Chainlink going to 100 by June? Maybe is it going to 1,800? Well, this might seem crazy if you see the chart. Also, you are going to have this kind of predictions about all the tokens. So I will tell you, when you listen to something like this, just make things simple and try to find the information. It is true that the SEC might approve the tokenization and then Chainlink can be huge, but ask also ChatGPT, ask Grok or some AI about this, and it would tell you repeatedly that is not very probable. Everything should be crypto if we have that price for Chainlink. It seems more like something we desire, but maybe 100 is something more probable. We talk about that. 1,800 may be a long shot. But well, let me know what do you think about that. In any case, remember that you can stay Chainlink, and we had some airdrops because of that. SXT going up, so I'm happy with that airdrop right now. Also, you can stake IOTA. Remember, I told you in previous videos, you have to watch them. I made already like $5, so that's a good thing. And you can see the chart for IOTA and how Well, we are in a very interesting point from the past, resistances and supports, and maybe a very important moment for IOTA, the time for IOTA to go up. Remember, staking, be careful with scams, be careful with phishing, but you can do it. Litecoin is going up. This is a monthly chart. Maybe Litecoin is going to be back at the all-time high. We'll see about that. BNB token from Binance, is it going to go to a new high soon? Which one do you prefer? You prefer maybe Dogecoin? Do you think we're going to 3.5 or to $17? Or maybe you are an ADA Cardano lover. It's going up like crazy this month. Maybe we are going to get to $1 in a couple of days, and maybe to 3 to the all-time high in the next months to come. It's a possibility. Also, XRP is one of the interesting ones. It's finally gonna rise or not, or it's gonna be PEPE, the one that brings you the fortune. It's going very strong the last weeks, close to the all-time high. We'll see about it. And we say goodbye with this piece of information. Spain requiring you right now strict reporting on cash withdrawals over $3,000 for individuals. But you might have seen this all over the internet, and it's not the case since it's not true. I'm not saying that it's not terrible in Spain for people living there, but according to Grok, this is for companies and not for individuals. So yeah, just for you to know in case you find all that information. And with that one, we say goodbye. This cat is paying so much attention, trying to figure out all the info, but also we need to rest for a bit, my friends. You want to keep on learning? You can do that right now, maybe using coin tracking. Coin tracking is to remember that it's going to help you track your portfolio. You're going to learn about fees. You're going to learn about staking. Maybe the best way for learning about everything, and then also create your own tax report. And remember that we are getting to the point in Spain where you are running out of time. So you have the link in the description below. A lot of people, you are using it. Thank you very much. I can see that you are taking responsibility right now, and you are doing so good for you. Also remember to keep on learning about AI. We just released a new video, so watch it right now already, or if you prefer, you can watch previous videos here on Rodrigo Hornito, Noticias Bitcoin, health, money, love, power in peace, and the best is yet to come. To the moon!